Hi there, I'm Grace Marshall, Head Coach, Chief Encourager and Productivity Ninja, and these are my 3 top tips on creating a healthy, sustainable work-life rhythm. And that is mainly to think about your work in terms of 3 things: on stage, backstage and off stage. So on stage is where we are doing the work. For me, it's literally being on stage. It's where I'm delivering a keynote or facilitating a workshop, but for you it might be at your desk, in front of a screen, or in the community. Whatever your work looks like, your on-stage work is where you are showing up at your best, doing what you do best. Now what matters here is presence. It's being able to show up at our best. And so my tip here is to say yes based on your capacity, not your capability. So yes, you might be perfectly capable of doing that piece of work, but do you have the physical, mental and emotional capacity to do that piece of work justice? So you say yes based on your capacity, not your capability. Backstage is the thinking that supports the work. It's amazing how often people say to me, do you know what, Grace? I don't give myself enough time to think, because thinking doesn't feel like work. I feel like I need to be doing something or saying something or clicking something, delivering something in order to feel productive. But actually thinking can be some of our best work, some of the best work that we do. It can support our best work. Thinking is where we do our decision making, our planning, our reflecting, our reviewing. And so it might be managing your availability, making sure you have time away from the limelight, away from the front, being less available to other people, where you have your brain to yourself so you can do the backstage thinking that supports your best work. And finally, off stage. Time off. Stopping the work, walking away, spending time away from work. This is how we recharge. This is how we rest. This is how we reconnect with who and what's important to us. So as leaders, we're often in charge, aren't we? So I tend to find that for me, what's restful sometimes is doing something where I'm not in charge, I'm not responsible, where I'm not the expert. Or it might be doing something purely for the joy of it, for the enjoyment, not for any sort of performance or any sort of achievement. Whatever it is that gives you energy, that gives you joy, make sure you spend time on that. Because our time off, our off stage, is what allows us to rest, to refuel our bodies, to renew our minds, to recharge our soul and reconnect with who and what's important to us. And that's how we can create a sustainable, healthy work-life rhythm.